Oh, there we go. Welcome back to Las Vegas Now. Here in this week's Law Vegas Now segment, our expert Eric Palacios breaks down what to do when stopped by police. It's an extremely important and timely reminder. Take a look. Eric, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we're back here again talking about what to do when you're pulled over, because unfortunately, especially people within the Black community are still so afraid of being approached or pulled over by the police. So let's just talk about, what do you do when you're pulled over?
It's very important to be respectful and to not do anything to make the officers suspicious or to think that you're going to try to flee or do something that's a danger to them. So it's always important, if you see sirens and lights, you're being pulled over, turn your signal on, your turn signal. That way the police knows he saw me, he acknowledges, he's going to pull over as soon as it's okay to do so. When you pull over, make sure it's hopefully in an area that's well lit and safe. Turn off the car and put your hands on the steering wheel. It's also important to lower your window about halfway. That allows the officer to talk to you, but it does not allow him to poke his head in or smell what's in your car or to do an inspection, which he should not do.
Okay, that's a good reminder. Sometimes things escalate when the officer starts asking questions. So do you have to answer the questions?
That's a great question. You do not. The Fifth Amendment gives you that privilege. You don't have to talk. You don't have to incriminate yourself. You don't have to answer any questions. That being said, most officers are trained to just ask rudimentary background questions. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Do you live close to here? Who's in the car with you? Have you been drinking? Do you have anything illegal in the car? Most of us answer these questions just out of respect and habit, but you do not have to answer any questions when you're pulled over.
What if the police wants to search the car or the vehicle?
It's another thing that we see a lot of officers asking to search the car without any probable cause to do so. You are allowed to say, no, officer, you do not have permission to search my car, and the officer then cannot search the car. If he does search it without your permission, then we as attorneys can take care of that further down the line, and that evidence cannot be used against you.
Okay, so then what can we say to the officers in this moment?
Most officers will ask, do you know why I pulled you over? And again, most of the time people respond. You don't even have to answer that question. What you should tell an officer, if you choose to speak or to say anything, is, why am I being pulled over? If he asks if he can search your vehicle, you or say, no, I'm not giving you permission to do so. And then the final question is, officer, am I being detained or am I free to go? The officer will then tell you you're free to go, or hold on, I'm going to give you a ticket. But those should be the only communications that you have with the police officer.
Now, Eric, what if they ask you to step outside your vehicle?
Well, you have to abide by that, and you have to step out of your vehicle if asked to do so. Again, later, us as attorneys can see if that was a legitimate request or if it wasn't, and we can address it at that time. But if you do step out of the vehicle, be sure to shut your door and lock your car behind you. That way, the officer can't look in the vehicle, go in the vehicle, or open it. If you leave the door open or if you don't lock it, the officer can imply that you gave permission for them to do a search. So if you're asked to step out of the vehicle, do so, but close the door and lock the car.
All right, good to know. We want civilians and officers to handle these situations properly moving forward here. All right, for more information, please give Eric Palacios and Associates a call at 702-444-7777. You can also visit their website at ericpalacioslaw.com. We'll be right back.